You need cooling, baby, I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you back to schooling, way down inside. Honey, you need it. I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Pocono Raceway. And welcome back to the NASCAR Cup Series for the 6th race of 12, the second to last race before chase. On pole is Denny Hamlin, your Bristol winner. Next to him is across the way, it's William Byron. And right behind him will be his driver, Will Wallace, who won at Phoenix earlier this year. And then it's Carson Hocevar in the Chili's car. Rounding out your top 5 for the starting positions today, it's Chris Buescher. Let's take a little look around the beautiful racetrack here at Pocono. It's a nice day, sunny, slight breeze, nice temperature, around 60s or and 70s. We got a couple changes in the field. Race 6 is when all the teams are allowed to swap drivers if they want. So, some teams took up that opportunity. Particularly here with Daniel Suarez in the number 7. Look across the way here. We have the 97 of Shane Van Gisbergen, the 3 of Jesse Love, the 35 of Corey Heim, the 88 of Connor Zilic. And then we go down to Justin Haley in the 99, and then a bunch of part-time drivers down here like Daniel Hemrick in the 10, Riley Herbst in the 67, 33 of Austin Dillon, and then the 13 of Ty Dillon. 33 and the 13 are both part-time entries, so we'll have to see how they run today. But really, we'll have to see if Denny Hamlin or Bubba Wallace can get their second win of the year. Same with Chris Buescher, who won last week. We'll have to see if any of those 3 there can get their second win of the year and their career, or if any of these 3 can get their first win with Larson, Hocevar, or Byron. Or will someone else back here steal the show and take the trophy home today? We'll have to wait and see. Hello everyone and welcome to the Pocono Raceway for race number 6 of the season. Race number 6 of season 2 here, as we have 2 races, including today's, left until the playoffs, where 12 drivers are going to compete for the championship later this season in the postseason. Currently, as I'll go into detail more later, Denny Hamlin right here and Christopher Bell are both already locked into the playoffs. Hamlin with 1 win, Bell with none so far. And then William Byron's just trying to get his first win ever. And he's had a little bit of success the last couple of weeks. And Daniel Suarez, we're getting to your driver changes, has moved to Spire mid-season. He swapped with Justin Haley, so he's hoping to find a little more success than he has this season so far. SVG just changed numbers, not much different for him. Just now in the 97, not the 88. And Austin Dillon got replaced by Jesse Love, who is making his first start today. So we'll have to see what the young rookie can do. Corey Heim making his first full-time start in the number 35. This is where he started his career last season, but now he's full-time in that 35. And Connor Zilic has moved to the 88. He's moved from the 87 now to the 88. So just like SVG, no real change there. And as I said earlier, Justin Haley is swapped with Daniel Suarez. So now he's going to be driving the 99 instead of the 7 for the rest of the season. And then Daniel Hemrick has replaced the underperforming Ty Dillon. So we'll have to see what he can do. He raced last season, but now he's going to be back full-time this season as we're going to start to roll off your cars off pit road. And we're going to go get into your starting lineup here with row 1, Denny Hamlin and William Byron. And row 2, it's Bubba Wallace, Carson Hocevar. Row 3 is Chris Buescher and Kyle Larson. Row number 4, we have Brad Keselowski and Ryan Blaney. In row 5, we have Chase Elliott and Ryan Preece. And row 6, we have Kyle Busch and Christopher Bell. Row number 7, we have Joey Logano and Chase Briscoe. And then row 8, we have Ross Chastain and Eric Jones. And row 9, we have Alex Bowman and Ty Gibbs in the 54. And then in row 10, we have Tyler Reddick and Shane Van Gisbergen now in the 97. And then we have Todd Gillen and Jesse Love in row 11. And row 12, it's Daniel Suarez and Corey Heim. In row 13, it's Michael McDowell and Connor Zelich. And row 14 is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Jamie McMurray. Row 15 is John Hardy-Nemechek and Josh Berry. Row number 16 is Austin Cindric and Justin Haley. And then it's Harrison Burton and Zane Smith in row 17. And AJ Allmendinger and Noah Gragson are in row 18. And behind them in row 19, it's Eric Almirola and Nathan Marez. In row 20, it's Chandler Smith and Matt DiBenedetto. And in row 21, it's Daniel Hemrick and Cole Custer. And rounding out your field today will be Austin Dillon, Riley Herbst, row 22. Row 23 will be Austin Hill and Ty Dillon. And rounding out the field will be BJ McLeod in the number 78, starting 47th. As we start to look at your point standings here with Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell already locking themselves in. They have enough points that they cannot miss. And then we have Brad Keselowski and SVG, only separated by 4 points at the cutoff. You can see a couple other guys like Reddick and Blaney just barely above, and then Logano and Busch a little bit further down below, but still manageable to make up that space in today's race. As we're going to look at your track facts now, it's a 2.5 mile track. They can reach up to 200 miles an hour, and it is shaped like a triangle, so that'll have to keep in mind with only 3 corners. And it's 10 laps today. Halfway at lap 5, there's 47 drivers, and it's the 6th race of the season. As we're going to get ready to go. As they come out of turn 3, the green flag waves. Green flag is out in the air, and we're racing here in Pocono. Denny Hamlin leads them down to the line. Bubba Wallace going to go to the inside. And a big crash there in turn on the front straightaway. I saw Christopher Bell involved and Ross Chastain. A lot of damage. You can see Bowman here on pit road. So is Ty Gibbs. And they're going to pull the cars to a stop now on the straightaway. And they're going to stop them there for a red flag. As you can see Bell, Logano on fire there. You can see Chastain with a lot of damage. You can see Briscoe. A lot of guys that were up there in points are trying to get there up in there, like Logano and Gibbs were trying to make their way in. And then you already saw that Bell was advanced, so he's going to be fine. As we're looking at some replays, I honestly can't even tell what happened. I honestly don't think we have footage of what really happened there. Maybe push gone wrong to some degree, but I think we just start off and the one's already sideways here. So we'll take a look at it slowed down. Maybe we can figure out what happened. But the one got turned by somebody. Maybe it was Busch down there up into the 19. The 20 came down in front of the 22, and then the 54 and the 48 just ran into the back of both of just different cars there. As we'll look at it one more time in full speed, as they're gonna get rolled off, and we're gonna see some guys getting off pit road now with their damages repaired. Taped up cars. We're gonna get to your choose cone here to see where each driver is gonna pick for the restart, which will be coming up very soon as we take a look at all the drivers out of this one so far. Martin Truex Jr. watching over all these guys, making sure they don't mess up as we're going to get back to green. And Bubba Wallace and Chris Busch are going to lead us down to the line as Hamlin's going to get a big jump. He's going to take the lead. He's battling side by side with Buescher. He's trying to get clear. He's going to do it here on the straightaway coming into 3 to lead that lap. As Keselowski's going to get clear of him now too. They're battling now. And then Keselowski's going to get clear. Priest trying to go for the second place. All 3 RFK cars were fighting there for a second. And now Priest, again, still trying to get to the inside. As we're going to see some pit stops here by Eric Jones and a couple others. As the Priest and Keselowski are still fighting behind Denny Hamlin. Now Keselowski breaking free, trying to catch up as we got more pit stops. And see your leaders going by in the back. As Keselowski trying to do anything, he's going to go to the inside. He's going to slide, and Hamlin will win the stage. What a crazy battle between Priest and Keselowski, and then ultimately Hamlin and Keselowski. Keselowski getting a little loose as you see Hamlin, your stage winner there. So you're going to cool him down to pacing speed. And you'll see Bowman got your lucky dog free pass as we're going to go straight into your pit road reports.
Hamlin has led 5 out of the 6 laps today and has had no complaints about his car. It'll be 4 fresh tires and a top-off of fuel for the fast AM/PM Toyota. Brad is very angry over the radio, saying, "I'm so freaking pissed. We should have won that stage. What is his problem? He's like 200 points above, and we're fighting on a cutoff." Not a very happy Brad Keselowski. Priest has had a very productive day so far. He's been running in the top 5 all day, but was complaining about being a little free in the middle of the corner. It'll be 4 tires, fuel, and adjustment for the 60.
Thanks to my pit road reporters. Their channels will be linked down in the description as we look at your choose cone right before the green flag here, which will be Kyle Larson and Eric Jones after pit stops here. So we're going to come to the green flag here with Kyle Larson's going to lead him down with Eric Jones. Here going into turn 1, Cindric's going to get a jump. Hamlin's going to get spun by Byron, and Cindric's out to the lead. He's going to clear him. Larson going for second there. He's going to try. As Ty Gibbs is coming into the garage. His day is done. As Larson's going to come, he's going to make the pass on Austin Cindric. Byron now looking for the same spot as well. Now Larson and Byron clear. Kozlowski clear as well. Bush now to the inside of Kozlowski. Byron to the inside of Larson. White flag is in the air. Byron, Bush, Larson all fighting. Now it's Bush and Byron going for his first win. Bush going for his first win. And for the first and final time, Kyle Busch will win in the Kit Kat Cup Series. What an emotional day for the driver, the number 8, Kyle Busch, taking home his first career victory here at Pocono Raceway. He's getting congratulated by all of his competitors. He raced hard, fought his way to the front through the entire race, and now he's going to burn it down here on the front stretch with a massive burnout. And as we look on pit roads, Denny Hamlin and William Byron there. Hamlin throws a punch. Byron's on the car. We're going to take a look at Busch doing his bow. They're on the front straightaway. And not a lot of guys happy with Hamlin. We saw Kozlowski was frustrated with him earlier. And now for Byron, is going to be clearly frustrated. As you can take a look, 4 drivers advance. That's Byron, Larson, Hamlin, and Bell. And then a little big gap in the points between Blaney and Priest there, 22 points, and then after that it drops off after SVG. So really you have to hope that some of the people in front of you have a terrible day and hope that you can have a good day there if you're someone like Bowman or Allmendinger or Logano. And then if you're Nemechek, you just got to start praying, to be honest. A lot of the other guys like Buescher, Chastain, Briscoe, pretty much anyone that's above 40 should be feeling pretty good, so long as you don't wreck and flip at Talladega, though anything can happen. So if you're anyone, I wouldn't be too comfortable. As you take a look at your final points with the new graphics, you can take a look at how many laps they led, how many points they got, and of course where they finished. Hocevar getting his first top 10, the best finish of his career. Priest finishing 3rd. Kozlowski came back to finish 5th, and you can see Denny Hamlin fell all the way back to 15th. I can see the frustration on the number 11 team and why he might want to actually go and start a fight with Byron. All 3 FRM cars finished 1, 2, and 3. That's Gilliland, Gregson, and Zane Smith, 11th through 13th. That's a pretty impressive run for them. Jimmy McMurray getting a top 20. Corey Heim finishing 18th in his new start. And a season high, I think, for Daniel Suarez there in 17th so far. And we take a look back here. Connor Zilic getting 22nd after switching over to the 88. Blaney having an abysmal day. Something happened to that car after the restart. I'm not 100% sure what, but he fell back all the way back to 25th. You can see a lot of guys. Jesse Love getting 28th in his first start. Bowman going up to 30th after wrecking or getting involved in that lap 1 crash all the way back when. So a pretty good rally back for him. Matty D finishing 32nd. A lot of these guys like Josh Berry had an even worse day. Like I think genuinely terrible. 35th. Only 11 points to the 21 machine. Not a good day for him. As you take a look, Gibbs, Chastain, Bell, Briscoe, and Logano all out of the race. They're all hoping to have some really good days today. Logano and Gibbs were looking to make up some points to maybe make it into the playoffs, but that's just not going to happen for them. Well, I thank you all for watching. Next, I will be taking a little break from this series to film NASCAR San Diego, and then after that, we'll be right back to this for Talladega. I'll see you then.
119 laps have been led. Kyle Busch, he's the winningest driver of the decade, and now he is joining elite company. Kyle Busch is going to win his 2nd Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series championship.
Take whatever you can get, man. You never know when the last one's going to be, so cherish them all. Trust me.